Let's see. Rick Beato committing career suicide with 2 words. Okay, if I had to guess what this Beato thing is, it's probably him saying, what do you guys think? Let's take our guesses here. What are the 2 words that are career suicide? I was gonna say insular F slur. That's probably career suicide. Also, I quit is probably what he's thinking. FL gang? Yeah, that is career suicide for sure. I'm quit. I am quit. I'm quitted.
This is an absurd story that I've never told on my channel before. Part of it's because it's embarrassing, but I think that you'll find it funny because in retrospect, it's pretty funny. My band Billionaire that I've talked about on this channel a number of times started in 1997. During that first year, we made an independent record called The Goodnight Sky. This is before our major label record. So we finished that record.
Vote Trump. Yeah, that's career suicide right there.
In April of 1998. And we were doing showcases for record labels. We were playing this festival called the Atlantis Music Festival that my friend Rich Levy put on. So Rich, who's one of my dear, dear friends, put us on the final night.
I'm about to skip ahead, bro. What is a career suicide?
Person that was there was this guy, Jeff Hanch, with their first record. He loved our band and helped us however he could. So he said, so 6 months.
Where's the juice at, man? Where's the juice at? Here?
And they ran a special because my friend Rich was the
He has to bait you, dude. He is baiting us, dude.
promoter on the show. And a thing, anybody with a Creed ticket could get in free to
Ugh. Creed ticket? Maybe that's it.
our show, and we started at 12:30 at night. That's when the headlining band would go on at the Red Lion. So 12:30. Well, Mark and Crash, I didn't drink, but they were completely trashed, especially our singer, Mark. Mark gets up on the mic. First thing he says, how many people wasted your money at that Creed show tonight? Wah! Creed sucks. Wah!
Creed does suck, though.
Go into our first song, we start playing everything. Well, every few songs, Mark's makes some snide comments about Creed.
Oh, man. Okay.
So we play our set. People go crazy. We get done playing, and these guys walk off stage, and I'm there kind of putting my cables together and stuff. I mean, the stage is about this high off the floor. All of a sudden, Rich comes walking up to me. And I was like, what are you doing here? He goes, I promoted the show in town. I came over. I knew you guys were playing. And I said, really? And he goes, take a look in the back of the room. And I look way back, and I say,
Oh, the Creed, dude. Oh, man.
is that Mark Tremonti? He goes, oh, yeah. I said, is that the other guys in Creed? He said, yeah. And I said, how long have they been here? He goes, oh, since about 5 minutes before you started.
Dude, yes.
I said, how bad is it? Oh, it's bad. He said, you see the guy with them? I said, yeah. He goes, that's their agent. And let me quote him. He says, Creed will never help Billionaire again. So Mark Tremonti and our
That's funny.
singer Mark exchanged words. Our
Creed beat the shit out of Rick Beato after that show, yeah.
singer Mark was so trashed. Nothing happened. All his friends were there and everything. We pack up. We go back to Atlanta.
So I'm guessing the 2 words were Creed sucks.
The next day,
This is actually a good story. I'm kind of sad that I skipped through it a bit.
our manager
Who knew Creed is petty? Yeah, I would have never guessed it by listening to their music.
calls me. He says, tell me what I heard happened didn't happen. And I said, you mean the Creed thing? And he goes, yeah. I said, how do you know about that? Oh, their agent called me today. I said, how bad is it? Oh, it's bad.
Oh, it's bad. Dude, that's funny. Oh, it's bad.
He said, to quote,
Creed left Rick a voice message. Oh, no, dude.
Creed will never help Billionaire. Okay. Is there anything we can do? No. Jake says, you guys have done some bonehead things, but this takes the cake. So we end up getting a record deal. We make our record. It was a disastrous record. I've talked about that on the channel before. Our record comes out, and it was out for only a few weeks before our label got bought out by Universal and we got dropped. But
Creed's just going on stage every night and be like, Billionaire fucking sucks.
before the record came out,
Why does he have his guitar?
we tried to get
And what if he sings a song saying Creed?
ads on radio stations.
Is he about to do an apology? Maybe he's about to do an apology, like the ukulele apology.
In the active rock format. That was like heavy rock format. Well, Creed was the top
It's his emotional support guitar.
band in the active rock world then. And there were stations that we could not get on because basically we couldn't get on the stations for whatever reason. I'm not going to say that it was because of them, but I don't know. But we could not get on these stations.
Creed, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. He's born with it. Yeah, maybe he can't take it off.
And then
Maybe it's contractually obligated from Gibson.
we're signed band and stuff. And that summer we got offered a bunch of big dates playing festivals, playing in Raleigh, North Carolina, playing in Atlanta, playing in Birmingham, wherever, all through the South. Every time before the concert would come up, like the day before, Jake would call us up. He says, I got bad news. I said, what? He goes, well, you're playing second stage. Why? Because Creed had you bumped off. Or
Who knew Creed had so much power in the music industry? Huh.
the guys in the band didn't know, but their agent had us.
Never apologize. You're not only canceled, you're a canceled eunuch. I think it depends. I think you shouldn't apologize for things that are not worth apologizing for, you know? And like, it needs to, like, you shouldn't apologize to the public in that case. I think you should apologize if you've actually done something horrible. If you've, like, I don't even want to say, but if you've done something so horrible that the public, they're having a hard time forgiving you, then maybe. But if it's something dumb, like saying a word or something like that, I don't think you should, because a lot of people just want power over you.
Bumped off the main stage. And this happened.
And like, it's not the same thing as not apologizing to someone privately. I think apologizing to someone privately that you've wronged, that's, you should do that. That's right.
Every single time. So we end up getting
if they're so butthurt that someone said Creed sucks and they need to check their humility, true. I think the reason why they probably were upset though is because they said it lots of times throughout their show to the audience, you know? So that must be your true feelings, which whatever, that's fine. But like, you're kind of like humiliating them in front of the audience, you know?
dropped 3 weeks after our record came out. And
Nah, if I have the clout and money, I do everything in my power to destroy my enemies. Is that you, Busy Work Beats? Is that you?
I went and became a producer. Come 2008, so 9 years later, I get a call from a guy at Wind Up Records. This was Creed's label. I want you to
Creed should have stood up and yelled, at least we're not Nickelback. I don't know, man. I mean, they're like neck and neck for like worst fucking band there.
go down to
You mean The Game? Yeah, sorry, I forgot to address him. Yeah, The Game.
Scott Stapp's house and write
Our president and Lord and Savior, The Game.
some songs with him.
Nickelback has some bangers. All right, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree here, man.
I said, okay. And then I told him the story. And he's like,
Yeah, but it would have demonstrated that they have perspective, that they can laugh at themselves. Yeah, true. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just gotta play along with the joke. Like, I mean, I think a great example is when I dropped that song "Follow Me." I got so much shit for that song, dude, for that music video and that song. I mean, dude, I made the next thing I did right after that was make a video like roasting myself along with everyone else. Like, I mean, the worst thing I could have done was get defensive there. I don't know. I mean, I kind of agreed with what everyone was saying for the most part.
well, I still want you to go.
Nickelback is far superior than Creed. I mean, really, if we're just comparing to Diarrhea, yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So I get down there and I meet Scott. Hey, man, I didn't say I was in the billion. I didn't say anything. I meet him. Nicest guy in the world. So we start working on songs on the first day and we hit it off. And he had songs that he had written. I was basically just helping him produce them. I wasn't writing with him. And he's like, he had a daughter that was 2, and my son Dylan was 1.5 years, and my wife Nina was pregnant with Lennon. So he's like, why don't you have your wife and your son come down to
Yeah, Rick Beato f***s, apparently.
hang out? They can hang out with his wife and his daughter, and his son was 10 at the time, I think. And I was like, okay, so
Oh my
wife goes
God.
down, and
Wait, where is this going?
they get there and
Something about my daddy plays in The Billionaire or something.
they're playing
Imagine in my head. I'm sorry.
and ripping
Dude, I mean, you had to be thinking it. He's talking about how many kids he had.
it off. Scott's out there playing basketball with Dylan and shooting baskets on his basketball court, and it was great. It was very fun. And then that first day or second day there, Dylan trips in his kitchen and chips his front tooth,
Oh, man. Bummer.
breaks it right in half. And Scott was horrified. He said, you're going to think about this every time you look at him until that new tooth comes in. And he was right. We had to have Dylan's tooth taken out, and he was without his front tooth until he was 6 years old. Now, the guys in the band are all nice guys, and Scott was incredibly nice.
Yeah, thankfully it was a baby tooth. Actually, something similar to that happened to me when I was a kid. I was like maybe like 1 or 2. I think I was like 2. I walked in front of a swing while someone was swinging on it. I got fucking kicked. I just got fucking punted like 10 feet, dude.
This was just a dumb thing that Mark did arm.
That explains a lot. I don't think it had any effect on my teeth, though. Like, I mean, I was only 2.
But it teaches you a lesson. Don't trash bands when they're standing 5 feet from the stage. That's all for now.
Was it a musician from Green Day on the swing? I think it was, I think it was Creed. I think it was someone from Creed. Weaver was an autistic child that would get injured out of being aloof. Hey, to be fair, I was only 2, man. I was unaware of what was going on. I was just walking around, and then there was just some girl on a swing just going. I get fucking punted, just the entire band Creed on one swing. Yeah, Creed sucks, man. I agree with him. Creed sucks. All right, anyways, thank you guys for watching the stream today. It's been fun. But if you guys want to support the channel, consider joining my Patreon or becoming a channel member or subscribing on Twitch. I appreciate any of that. I appreciate you guys just watching anyways. So, but yeah, have a great Friday, guys. Peace.
Bang Incorporated.